Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm from Greece, which is a country, as you probably know, that is in a very deep economic crisis at the moment. This means that we are facing a variety of problems on basically all fronts, all walks of life. When it comes to food, we all know that food is our fuel and it's the most important thing in life. And if you don't have good food, you can't do much more, really. You can't change anything around you, you can't bring about revolution, you can't bring about change. So people are starting to realize the importance of good food and the importance of good farming as well. The CSA model helps towards that. It's a very good way to keep the farmers happy with enough money in their pockets and the producers happy because they have good food in a good price. At the moment in Greece, according to the recent data from the European census that was done at late 2015, we know that about 2,000 people are being fed through CSA projects around the country. This is no small number if you think that we are about 10 million people in Greece and CSAs started, roughly speaking, about 5 years ago. The recent tax rate that is being imposed on the Greek farmers is making CSA a much more appealing solution for farmers and for consumers who are seeing this as the only way that they can both have good food on their tables, on good prices, with a good and fair income for the producer. So I'm quite certain that in the very near future we're going to see a very big change, a very big eruption, I can even say, of the CSA model in Greece. The CSA model in Greece is a little different than what it is in the rest of Europe, and I suppose that is to be expected. Every country has its own flavor. In Greece, first of all, most of the producers are small-sized, so much less in many cases than 1 hectare, which means that they cannot provide a very big range of vegetables for their members. So what we see is producers coming together and working jointly to cater for a number of consumers. The other thing that we see in Greece is that the consumers' involvement is not as great or as deep as it could be, but of course we can understand why this happens. This is because on a money level, people do not have that much money, so it's impossible for them to prepay like a year in advance. We've come to maybe a month in advance or a couple of months in advance. And then on the other hand, we see little involvement when it comes to taking care of the land and being part of the cultivating side of things. And again, I think that when you live in a society where you're being hit from all sides, I mean, it's not just the farmers that are having a crisis, it's the whole society that is in crisis. So I can understand why people do not have a lot of time to give in such endeavors.